Hello guys, welcome back to Tactical Trafford, and I'm here in this video today to answer a lot of questions I've been seeing on Twitter about what actually is Manchester United budget. That has been the question, that has been the order of the day. There's been a lot of rumors, there's been a lot of talks about what Manchester United might actually do, ideally do this summer, and what they can't do. So I'm here to answer this channel. Welcome back to Tactical Trafford once again. I want you guys to like, to share, to subscribe, as I want to get to 1K subscribers before the middle or before the end of the year. So we are in for a lot of hard work, a lot of journey. So I want you guys to partner with me. I want you guys to go with me. I want you guys to follow me, to put in words of encouragement, and then move forward. So let's dive into this video. So what actually is Manchester United's budget? So I'm going to answer that question here today. So if you look at Manchester United and the situation of Manchester United, from the interview Sir Jim Ratcliffe had with Gary Neville in the overlap, he actually said that Manchester United was going to go bankrupt by December if he didn't come in, or if several investments were not made. And they also have a check of £90 million to pay for the transfer of Anthony, Andrew Onana, Rasmus Højlund, Mason Mount, and other signings, which amounts to £90 million. So how can Manchester United be able to provide a budget that can be able to work and be able to improve the squad for Ruben Amorim? Because 90 million out of the summer transfer budget is basically all the money. Because just imagine we have 200 million to spend and we are paying 90 million for wages and salaries and transfer fees that for players that have been bought and never suited the pattern or never improved the club. These 4 players I called never improved the club. They were not an upgrade to those they were sold. So how can Manchester United be able to provide a budget? I think when you talk about Manchester United budget, everything hinges on Wednesday's game. Everything hinges on the Europa League finals on Wednesday. I personally feel that Manchester United has 2 plans. If we win the Europa League, this is what we are going to do. If we don't win the Europa League, this is what we are going to do. And let me start with us not winning the Europa League. Us not winning the Europa League means that we don't get the 100 million Champions League bonus. We don't also get other incentives from Adidas and some of our other sponsors because we have missed our Champions League, which is probably the biggest competition in world football. So what does that mean for Manchester United? It means that we are going to be forced to sell players like maybe Garnacho to raise funds, because I personally think that Kobe Meno will not be sold, definitely wouldn't be sold. But I think that Alejandro Garnacho, being in the Chelsea list for some time now, I think probably he's the player that they will be looking at to sell. So if they sell Alejandro Garnacho, probably he's a homegrown player, he's an academy player, he's going to generate a lot of money in the PSR. So probably that is going to help us to be able to rebuild. And there are some players that they might want to give 1 more year or 2 more years. Probably that wouldn't be happening because they'll be selling a lot of players. And if you look at Ruben Amorim's first transfer window in Sporting Lisbon, you're actually going to find out that he's going to be very ruthless, unless the club allows him to, because he was very ruthless. He sold a total of 24 players in his first summer in Sporting Lisbon. No, all were not actually sold. I think some left on the free transfer, some left on loan, but the essence or the summary of what I'm trying to say is that a total of 24 players left Sporting Lisbon in Ruben Amorim's first transfer window in Sporting Lisbon. And after that clear out and after that build-up, he actually bought some few players and he won the league the following season. So I think Ruben Amorim should be given the privilege, he should be given the license, he should be given the push and the strength to be able to move on players that he doesn't want and then buy players that suits his pattern. So this is what I feel is going to happen if Manchester United don't win the Europa League. I think we'll be forced to sell players that we originally didn't plan to sell, and then maybe work on the PSR book, work on some other things. Then we might actually be able to buy players. But I think that whatever makes us meet at the Champions League, we are definitely not signing Fitoki Carex. And I think our striker option will probably going to be William Delap or any other cheaper option. So that's what I feel that is going to happen. What is going to happen if Manchester United then wins the Europa League? It means that we are going to have the 100 million signing bonus. We are also going to have other incentive from our sponsors, from Adidas, and this is going to cost Manchester United to be able to pay off the 90 million unpaid transfer fees, which is going to help us and which is going to help us to strengthen our transfer window, and it's going to help us to push us forward. So this is what I feel is going to happen, and it's also going to make us to focus on the main list. When I talk about the main list, what is the main list? It's going to help us to focus on the right players, the right profile of players that we are going to buy that is going to immediately improve the squad, because probably all the players we are going to sign this summer are not going to be for 100 million pounds, 300 million pounds. No, it's not going to work like that. I think most of the players we are going to buy are going to be low budgets, just like the Nosaim Mazraoui did, but they are going to really improve Manchester United as a team. So this is what I feel that is going to happen. So when you're talking about what actually the Manchester United budget is for this transfer window, the transfer budget depends on the Europa League solely. If we win the Europa League, is another story, and if we don't win the Europa League, it's going to be another story. And we have multiple reports right now. The keeper position, we are hearing that Manchester United and Barcelona are trying to move for Emiliano Martinez, and the Fabrizio Romano just posted this morning on his page that the Matheus Cunha is going to get a hair review very soon. The personal terms, there's just small details to be clarified and all that to be sorted out. And he also said that Manchester United are also looking to buy one more player in the 10 position if outgoings are fast and all that. So that tells you that Ruben Amorim is going to be really brutal in this transfer window, given that you cannot just want to buy 3 10s if you don't have the leverage, or if you don't have the confidence that you're going to sell out and make space in that position. And I'm also hearing that Inter Milan are trying to buy Joshua Zexi, but it's going to be for a loan and then for option to buy for like 35 million euros. So I think that Manchester United are really going to be ruthless, especially if we go to the Champions League. We are going to be ruthless, we are going to sell a lot of players, and then we are going to be looking to build. So that is actually what I feel the Manchester United transfer budget is really all about. If we win the Europa League, it becomes another story, and if we don't win the Europa League, it becomes totally another story. So this is what I have for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. I want you guys to keep following Tactical Trafford on YouTube, on Twitter, and trying to follow me on all my social media channels, because I'm here to serve you guys with content. I'm here to give you guys the banter. I'm here to give you guys all the transfer news, all the latest. So I want you guys to follow me on the journey. Ciao.